And all you really need for this class, a chair, and then if balance were an extra issue, maybe have like a cane or something nearby to keep you uh, balanced, keep you safe. I'm going to mute everybody, and then we start sitting in the chair. So Mark and Jane, welcome. I don't know if today's your first day. Mark, you look familiar to me. I can't tell. Did you come to the Saturday class? I don't think. Yeah, this is your first class. Okay, you look familiar for whatever reason. But anyway, welcome. And Jane, your camera's off, but you're welcome to leave it off if you'd rather. That's fine. Okay. Oh, hi. And then you're familiar to me. I've seen you. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so here we are sitting at the front edge of the chair, hands comfortably resting on the thighs, vertical pillar intact, what they call jongjang. So we first get that vertical pillar lined up, and then rather than holding the vertical pillar in place, try to relax the body completely and let there be a sort of sinking down through the chair, down through your legs, grounding you. And then that unclenched, relaxed body has what's called Qing Ling, or the properties of nimble, agile, movable, right? So any excess tension we have impedes function. That's a basic idea in Tai Chi. So that's why relaxation is a huge piece of what we need to work on. Sitting in our chair, we can't really fall from our chair. I mean, we can, but it's less likely. So it's a good place to start the practice, to get posture, work on letting go of tension, and also get the breathing going in through the nose, long, smooth, and full, out through the nose or the mouth, long, smooth, empty. This is a way of calming the nerves, clearing the noise of the mental emotional layer, and also just the mechanics of breathing are valuable. When you inhale, feel the expanding quality, like a balloon filling up. With the exhale, feel the opposite of that, this gentle emptying out, a settling quality, a consolidating quality. And then again, we inhale. Hold a little bit. And then we exhale. Hold empty. And inhale again when you're ready. So let's just do 6, 7, 8 more breaths. And kind of like a connoisseur of wine, let's say, or of cheese, it's this ability to taste subtlety, right? So as you're sitting here, bring that connoisseur-like mind and notice subtle changes. You want to notice places where maybe you're gripping in the body and you start to notice it and you can let go. That's a big deal. It might not be very apparent to someone watching, just a little change in your shoulders, or maybe you start to notice your neck is dropped forward and you feel that, and then you correct it and bring your neck and head into better alignment. So all this sort of subtlety, the connoisseur quality of adjustment. And then also noticing the subtle positive change that's occurring with each good breath that you take. Noticing the subtle quieting, especially if you meditate more regularly, you start to be able to hear and feel the noise that's going on inside. And then you be able to quiet that and clear that noise, which buys more space, more internal space, and it calms the nervous system down. So this opening practice on your own time, you could spend 10 straight minutes, 20 straight minutes just breathing, attending to your body, calming the nerve, right? And you'd be well spent to do that 10 minutes a couple times a day, right? Just the medicine of mindfulness. But let's go into our next phase, which is movements. Slide your hands back, elbows back, shoulder blades back, chest up, chin up. So now we're arching. And then settle back to neutral, relax. Slide your hands forward past your knees till your arms are completely straight. And hollow your chest and drop your head, rounding your back. And then let's do that again. Sliding the hands back, elbows back, shoulder blades back, chest up, chin up, look up. And then the other way. Slide the hands forward past the knees, hollow the chest, round the back, drop your head. Let's do this 3 more times with the breath. Inhale as you bring the hands, elbows, shoulders back, chest up. This is inhale. And then exhale as you slide hands forward, hollow the chest, round the back. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And on this last one, go all the way to this back bend arched position. And then just settle to neutral, right in the middle. Then slide your left hand forward past your knee, your right hand and elbow back, turn your shoulders to the right and turn your head to the right. So a gentle twist. And then let's come back to center. Hands are at the mid-thigh, body is facing straight ahead. And then we go the other way. Your right hand forward, left hand and elbow back, turn the shoulders, turn the head. You're going to do that a few times each way. Come back to center. And then left hand forward, right hand elbow back, turn the shoulders, turn the head. You can add the breath. Inhale as you come back to center. Exhale as you turn. Inhale as you recenter. Exhale, turn. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn. One more time. And then we're back to center. Hang the arms loose. Shift your weight over to your right buttock. Side bend to the right. Lift your left wrist, floating it up close to your body. Maybe even up above the shoulder just a little bit if you can. And then that left foot off the floor a little bit. So you're teetering. And notice how my hand is not out here, it's in here. So bend your elbow and keep the hand close to your body. Touch your chest with your hand. Yeah, so keep it close to your body and then lift it. All right? And then that hand comes down. That hand comes down, straight down, right? So let's just do this path. Notice this path. This path right here. Let's just do it alternating each time. So again, notice my hand is not out here. It's in here. It's close to the body. So come up like you're going to just itch your shoulder, right? So right here. One, and then the other. One, and the other, right? So there's this path. And notice my wrist is relaxed. So floating the hand up. floating the hand down, floating. So that movement, we do that with this exercise. So tip over to your left, float your right wrist up, right foot empty, and then switch. Middle, and then tip. Middle, tip. Middle, tip. One more each way. And then we're back to middle. Shoulder blades, shrug up, slide down. Again, shrug up, all the way up, as high as they can go. And then melt down, relax them all the way down, let them hang completely loose. Once more, up, down. Now, the shoulder blades squeeze towards each other, relax, spread apart from each other. Relax them to neutral. Squeeze them together. Notice when the shoulder blades squeeze behind, the chest lifts a little bit. When you let go of the shoulders and let them settle, the chest settles as well to neutral. So let your arms hang. And then when we protract, the chest has to hollow. Right? So make this shape, Mark. See this shape here? This is different. Right? So there's this. Everyone knows how to do this one. But this is the one people don't know how to do as well. And it's a really important shape. Shoulder blades spread apart and come around. One more time. Relax to neutral. Squeeze the shoulder blades behind you. And then relax them to neutral. Now we put all that together. Go forward, up, back, down, neutral. Again, forward, up, back, down, neutral. Forward, up, back, down, neutral. One more time. Forward, up, back, down, neutral. Reverse. Back, up, forward, down, neutral. Relaxed. Back, up, forward, down, neutral. Again. Back, up, forward, down, neutral. One more time. So what that does is that loosens up the root. The root of the arm is inside this space. Shoulder blade, arm, chest, all of it's organized around this junction. And that's the root of the arm. That's where we need to control our arms from. Rather than how a lot of people think of it as the muscle at this joint, they're moving from here instead of from, you can see in my body, all of that space, right? That freedom of movement. And so when we do Tai Chi, we need to have that space free. Otherwise, we're stuck inside of this robotic arm, right? And so that movement gets that ball rolling. Now let's do a full circular movement of the arms. Bring your feet together, knees together. Tip a little bit forward from your hips. Float your arms forward but not up, and touch the backs of your hands together. So extend those arms forward, touching them together out in front of you. Then go out in a big circle. Tip back in your hips, circle the arms around behind you and in close to the body. Keep the arms in close to the body, tip forward and swing them forward. Backs of hands touch. And then we do it again, a big circle around. Big circle around. And then again. So we do this first one without lifting the hands. Notice the hands stay down low, but yet they can get far away from the body and in close to the body. Again, we're moving from this junction. Let's take that another step further. Go forward and up. So now the arms are up at chest height. Now peel them open. Turn your palms forward and slide your arms down just slightly behind you. And then hang your arms loose. You're in neutral. Do it again. Forward. Backs of hands touch. Keep them touching as you lift up. Then go big open. Tip a little bit back in the hips. Arms a little bit behind you. Down. And then neutral. Hanging loose. Do that one more time. Forward, up, open, down. And full range of motion now. Forward, up, keep going up, 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 way up, way up. And then open, out. And remember, really important, neutral. Just let them hang. Again, forward, up, all the way up, open, out to the side, down, and really important, neutral. One more. Forward, up, open, out, down, release. Same 3 exercises in reverse. Go back, out but not up, around in front, close. Then swing the arms back along your body, neutral. Back, open and out. Forward, sweep around and in. And then back alongside through neutral. One more at the low level. In. Middle level, out and up. And then across, right around chest level. Close, down, release, neutral, back, out, up, close, and down. One more time, smoother and smoother with every round. Smooth. Then we've got full range. Out, up, over top. Out in front with the hands together, down, neutral. Back, out, up, keep going up. Over top, forward, down. One more of those. And neutral. Relax. Bend your elbows. Flare your elbows out. Lift your elbows up. Elbows down and in front. Touch them together. Elbows down, out, up, down, around and in. One more time. Down, out, up, down, around, in. Now, elbows down and back. Pull the elbows behind you. Elbows down, forward. Now, this might be as far as some of you can go. So Yeah, Mark, notice here my elbows are together a little closer. So not out like this, but in. Bring your elbows in, in. Try to touch them together. Okay, so this is too close, open to here, just shoulder distance. Now we want to go up, up. So your hands go over your back, over your shoulders. Your hands are behind the body. Elbows up. There you go. And then elbows forward, down, back, down, forward, up, forward, down, back. One more. Down, forward, up. And then elbows down to your side. And then the third movement here, palms flat, left hand high, right hand low, cross, and wrap around your body. Elbows to the side. Other hand high, other hand low, cross, wrap around the body. Open, switch again. Once more. Open, down, arms in front. Turn your palms down, up, down, up. Pronate, supinate. You can speed it up over time. Slow it down. Palms up. Hands out. Scapula into the back. Let this open and unfold your torso. Then neutral. Elbows out and around to the front. Let this hollow the body. So Jane, notice what's different here. You're hugging your arms onto your body. Notice that I'm not. I'm doing something different, right? So rather than my arms doing this, they're staying here, and the elbows, look at this elbow from the shoulder. That's called internal rotation. Yeah, that's closer to it. So what that does induces this change through the body. We need this ability to change like so. Then we have neutral. Then we have unfolded and open, right? So a healthy mechanism is one that can go through its full range rather than thinking one position and then I'm going to hold this position. That's just not how the body works. We need to be able to go this shape, and this shape. This is the shape that people don't make very often. That's why it's awkward. That's why people have a tough time finding it. So Mark, notice my elbows forward. Look how far forward they are. Yes, keep going like that. Keep going further, 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 further. And then bring the elbows into the body. And then the elbows stay into the body. The hands go out, right? And it's changing the whole torso. And then neutral. And then the elbows. Lead with those elbows. Bring the elbows around to the front. And then back to neutral. Now from here, open. Step your feet wider. So you got this position here. Then left hand up, over the rainbow, all the way down to the right. Then up, over the top, down. Right hand up, over the top, down. Up, over the top. Then Eventually, you want that smooth polish. And Karen, notice something. What I'm not doing is doing this, getting stuck on the side of my head. Arm is in front and it crosses that line. Yeah. So closing, you're closing the body and then opening, closing, right? And the key is that what we're also not doing is staying stuck like this and trying to reach over there. We're leaning, turning, changing shape. So there is a side bending, turning, twisting, closing, and then a opening, and then a closing, opening. And then both at the same time from this position, up, over, top, cross, one wrist above the other, drop the arms between the legs and let them separate. Then cross, lift, open, out to the side and down. So feel your torso. Feel this area here. And then as you come up and over, cross a wrist and down in front, release. Feel that same area in your torso. If you let it, there will be a folding, closing quality. So that's really what we're doing here, this opening, unfolding. It's not just arms and shoulders, it's the whole body. Close and fold. One more time. Open, unfold. And then bring everything to neutral. Arms, legs, hands and wrists. Over top, circle through, point forward, turn palms up. Over top, circle through, turn, top, circle, through, turn. So Jane, you're going the opposite direction. Reverse that. Come over the top. Yeah. Circle, point forward, turn palms up. Over top. There it is. Good. And eventually we get that smooth, smooth. Now reverse. So palms face down, come under, circle through, over, turn palms down. Circle through, over top, turn palms down. So right there, scoop. So drop the hands, scoop, point towards your stomach, yep, and then up, and then out. Turn the palms down. Ready for another round. Down under, circle through. So mark right here. Scoop towards your own stomach, towards your chest, point to your chest. There you go. And then come out over top. Good. Two more. Turn the palms down. So it's this down, turn your palms down. We go down, scoop, point to your own body, point to your belly, then your chest, then the ceiling, and out. One more time. Turn the palms down. Scoop through. Now relax your elbows down, hands up. Spread, gather. Spread, gather. And when you gather, Nancy, just bring the hands together like this rather than a fist. So open, gather, and get them both. Make sure both hands open, gather. One more. Open, and then claw to a fist. Open, claw to a fist. Make a fist. Open, claw to a fist, open, claw to a fist, open. Thumb touch pinky. Other three fingers touch thumb and pinky. Bend the wrist down, the bird beak. Open and bend back. All five fingers touch, down, back, down. And make sure it's just the wrist. You see just my wrist. All right, so I'm not moving my arm, just the wrist. And then shake loose. Now scoot a little bit back on your chair. Bring your right knee up to your chest. Take your hands, grab the knee, and draw the leg up and in. Flex the foot. Now open the hands and push. Then reload, bring it up and in, and set the foot down. Switch. Bring your left knee up. Use your hands to draw it up and in. Flexed foot. Now open the hands, push. Then reload it. Set the foot down. Other side. Load. Push. Load. Down. Load. Push. Load. Down. One more each leg. Right leg extend, point, flex. Point, flex. Two more. And then tilt that foot a little in, tilt, out, tilt. In, out. In, out. In. Now circle. In, around, and out. Reverse. Out, around, and in. And switch. Point, flex. Point and flex. Point, flex. Point, flex. Now this foot, tilt a little in, out. In, out. Tilt, 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 tilt. Now circles. In, around, and out. And out, around, and in. And down. Scoot forward on your chair all the way to that front edge. Step your feet wider apart than hip distance. Lift your toes up, and we're turning on the heels. Toes and knees turn in. Toes and knees turn out. Toes and knees in. Toes and knees out. In. Out. In. Out. And neutral. Now we're going to use all of this to stand up and sit down here. So arms loose, just like we worked on. Slide your feet back a little bit. We hinge at the hips, fold, and we got to come forward out of the chair and root down through the feet and legs to stand nice and tall. Arms loose. Now hip hinge. Hips go back. Sink the buttocks. Find the chair. Commit to the chair. Again, fold. Smoothly up. Fold. Smoothly down. Arms are just hanging the whole time from that junction I was talking about inside the shoulder. So we fold. The arms are just loosely hanging. When I get my hips all the way to vertical, they hang alongside the body. When I fold the hips back, the arms are just hanging loose. Hinge. The arms hanging. One more. Now, don't sit in the chair, just hinge, sink, and then come right back up to standing. So, like a little squat, a little Tai Chi squat. Hip hinge, sink, and rise. Smooth. Remember, slow it down. Try to have as little excess movement as possible. Just folding. Using zero tension based strength as much as you can. Trying to just be relaxed, soft, and easy. Now, from standing, Tai Chi. Arms loose and relaxed. Remember these two spaces in here that I was talking about. Rising hands. Rising. At the top, settle from here, settle the whole arm so it changes shape. Right? So you see from this to this, and then sweep down behind you. And then relax, let the back of the wrist be released down as if you're painting the wall with the back of the hand. And then this little settling, and then paint with the tips of the fingers all the way down. Two more. Rise. Subtle change. Sweep. One more. Scoop the hands in front, low cradle, crane opening wings. Subtle change, sweep down. Flow change of the limb, wings. Wing. Now roll your palms face up, fold over top, hands come right in front. And Jane, notice, yeah, they didn't cross. If you do too much, they get here. But what we want is just the elbow, just that simple fold right in place here and down. Let's do that twice more. Release your arms completely. Right, so a lot of times we get stuck there. Let go completely. Keep that let go quality. Wing, roll, and then just the elbow. Fold. And down. And Jane, I'll make one more correction. What you did there is you came to here. You didn't really roll the palms up, so then when you bent your elbows, they came along this line. Instead of turn, so the palms are up. Then you get this over the top thing. So let's all try that again. Wing, roll, fold, right? The hands are coming up over top. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. And down. Now the opposite. Backs of hands touch, come up close to the body. Palms face forward. Now the hands go up, out over top, turn the palms out, and then wings. Backs of hands face each other, come up, palms face forward, and then the hands go up and out. Down. Backs of hands face each other, all in one motion, up, palms, up and out. Yeah. One more like that, flow, like a geyser, coming up and out. Yeah. Now putting all three of those last ones together, wings. Now we're going right hand over top, left hand sweeping under, top and bottom. Two magnets attract to each other. Then they repel away from each other. And then the right hand goes up and out as the left hand sweeps out like a wing. Now your left hand over top, right hand under, two magnets attract, repel, around, called embracing the moon, together, apart, around. One more. Good. And then down. Scoop the hands right up to the chest. Pull your elbows back. Turn your palms face forward. And we push. Full extent. Then turn your hands. Draw. All the way back. Again. Turn the hands. Push. Turn the hands. Draw. So cleaning out the mechanism. Yeah, notice there, Mark. Yeah, the pulling back of the elbows rather than stopping just here, right? And then turn the hands and push. Turn the hands, draw. Turn the hands, push. Turn the hands, draw. Now turn just your left hand, push. Now as that left hand is extended, notice from your middle, you've probably turned a little bit to the right. You want to allow that little turn. Turn the left hand to face the body, right hand face forward. One push, one draw. Then turn the right hand to face the body, left hand face forward. Now we're ready for push and draw. Simultaneously reorient your hands, right? So that little turn, and then push and draw. Simultaneous reorient the hands, push and draw. Simultaneous reorient, push and draw. And reorient, push, draw. Now both hands back, down, release. Now from that same turning point in the middle of your body, change your weight so it's more in the right leg, and then back to the middle, and then more into the left leg. The saying in Tai Chi is the primary direction is down. So it's somewhat over, but mostly it's about letting the leg be like a bed spring and take the weight. And then coming over to your other leg and let the weight go down through it. And then down through the other. Now, stay in your right leg, turn your body a little bit to the right, and float your hands over to the right side of the body. Keep them down in the water, right? So this is important that a lot of times I do this, but what people see is this. They use tension as opposed to using softness. So try to float the hands over this way. Keep them down. Now shift from your right leg to your left leg. So change the weight, then turn from your middle pivot, and then let that cause the sweep across of the hand. So the first thing to happen isn't the hands move, it's the change from left to right leg. The second thing to happen is turn from the body. So my arms are almost like they're in a cast. And then at the end, then you let the hands go through. So we want the 1, 2, 3 of it. 1, shift from right to left leg. 2, turn your body. 3, sweep the hands. And now we're ready to go the other way. Shift, then turn, then sweep. The bear washing paws in the stream. Pay a little more attention to the specificity of the hands. both palms facing that way. Shift and turn. So this is called brush knee. This is sweep the leg. Now at the end, the hands turn, so now they're ready to go the other way. Shift, turn, brush knee, sweep the leg. Turn the hands. They're ready to go the other way. Shift, turn, brush knee, sweep the leg, turn the hands. Shift and turn, brush and sweep. Now, your left hand is going to stay ready for brush knee. Right arm floated up around chest level. Shift, turn, brush knee, swap the jumping fish. So this hand's coming across way up here. Now your right hand drops down into the water as your left arm floats up. So you should still be in your left leg there, Mark. Shift into your left leg and turn your body a little left. So it's kind of like a wind-up toy. We're all stored up and wound up this way. Then we're ready to go. Shift, turn, brush knee down low, swap the jumping fish up high. So your left arm should be up here in the sky. And Mark, for some reason you're doing backwards. Your left arm, lift your left arm. That's your left arm, right? So yeah, that should be high, coming across up high. Now once it's gotten across here, then they switch. So now your left arm goes down, your right arm comes up. Now we go the other way, shift, turn, your left arm is down low, your right arm is chest level, swat the jumping fish. And then they switch. So it's right arm down, left arm up. So switch your arms. Then we're ready to go shift, turn, brush, swap. Keep that left arm up high, right? And then they switch. Now we're ready to go. Shift, turn, brush, swap. Then they switch. One more time. Shift, turn, brush, swap. Now bring your left arm down. Right arm, wing, roll, fold. Brush knee and push. We shift, turn, brush knee, and push. Full extend, full extend. Then that extended arm comes down into the water. The other arm, left arm, wing, roll, fold. Good. And then it's shift, turn, brush knee, and push. Left arm comes down at the same time, wing, roll, fold. We're ready to go. Shifting, turning, brush knee, and push. Right arm going down, left arm wing, then roll, then fold, and make sure you fold at the elbow. Right? Because then if the elbow's folded, then it's loaded and it can shoot out. If it never folds, it's not ready for a push. Shift, turn, brush, push. The left arm dips down in the water. The right arm, wing, roll, fold. And we want that eventually to happen simultaneous. Shift, turn, brush, push. Keep that right arm up high. Push. Full extend. Full extend across your body. Down, wing, roll, fold. And shift, turn, brush, push. Now the golden rooster. So bring your arms down, wash your paws, and settle. Put all your weight in your right leg, turn your left foot 5 degrees out. Put all your weight in your left leg, turn your right foot 5 degrees out, and just come stand like so. To some degree, have your feet turned out, legs turned out in this shape. Now shift more weight into your right leg, lift the left heel, and that could be your whole posture, or if you can, have this foot that's empty touch the floor out in front of you, and then bring it back, put all the weight into the left leg, and then touch the foot out in front. Bring that foot back, chain. Touch the empty foot in front, bring it back, chain. Put your right foot in front, leave it there. Bend your right elbow, fingers point up to the sky, and left hand dipped into the water lightly. Now bring your right foot back, turned out just like we did. Now as you shift the weight, bring your right hand down, bend your left elbow, point the fingers up, and put your left toes in front. Bring the left foot back, and let's do it again. Shift the weight, change the hands, right foot empty, touch. Bring that right foot back, change the weight to the right leg, hands change, golden rooster. Bring the foot back, chain, touch. Bring the foot back, chain, touch. Foot back, change, touch. And wash your paws. Wash, wash. Now everyone stay in your left leg, sweep your right hand, sweep the lake turns to vapor, floats up, becomes a cloud. So now we've got cloud, lake, shift, turn, cloud, lake, and then the cloud rains down as the lake vapors up, and we're ready to go the other way. Shift, turn, cloud, lake, and then rain, vapor. Shift and turn, cloud, lake, rain, vapor. Shift and turn. We add a challenge to this one. Shift and turn, everyone in your left. As your hands change, bring your empty right foot in and back out. Then we shift and turn. Now all the weight should be in your right leg, so that as your hands change, you can bring left foot in and back out. And then we shift and turn. Now the weight should be in your left leg, so that as your hands change, your right foot can come in and step back out, but with no body weight in that leg, and then shift as if shifting is happening underground. Change the weight over to the right leg. As the hands change, left foot in, out, shift and turn. Try to be very clear. Chest level, groin level, right? And make sure you keep awareness of that right hand moving through. Don't leave it behind there. And then they change. Bring the foot in, out, and then shift, turn. And then as the hands change, you bring left foot in, out, shift and turn. In, out, shift and turn. In, out, shift and turn. Now, hands down, wash your paws. Settle, wings, and then hug the tree. Wrap around this imaginary tree in front of you. So don't hug your own body, hug an imaginary big old tree trunk. And have the legs to a decent width. So you could kind of widen your stance if you'd like. And that allows you to then sink in just a little deeper. So we're not trying to sink way down in effort. We're trying to be as relaxed as possible and yet start to challenge. So you see where my legs and my body just went, right? So rather than standing straight, I'm sitting the hips back a little bit and opening this way, right? So, sort of like you guys stay in the position, sort of like you're hollowing the front. I'm exaggerating, but you want a little bit of that quality so you feel the spinal column and then the tissue on the sides of the spine opening and rounding, which allows for nerve flow and chi flow. Through the hands, we want to have them just right relating to each other. We want not droopy, lifeless hands, but we also don't want overly active hands. So find that Tai Chi medium of the beautiful lady's hand, as they call it, with good cabin pressure, right? And so we're just holding the shape. And the goal is to place the work of keeping us in this shape, not on the tension. So you're letting go of tension and trying to allow the hydraulic system, the chi system, to hold us up. And so when you get good at that, you start to feel a sort of robustness engage through the body. And that's the idea of the chi, the life force. So you can go wider in your stance over time. You can get deeper in your stance, but not so deep that you are forced to start tensing. Also, make sure you've got chin down a little bit, base of neck open, crown up. Because the tendency will be to do something like this, right? And so we want to draw that chin down, crown up. Last 20 seconds here. Remember breathing in the nose, out the mouth. And then just let your palms face down, softly float down. Bring your feet closer together. Self massage to finish. Palms together. Rub your palms. Rub the back of one hand. Then rub your palms. Rub the back of the other hand. Palms. Groin area, the qua. Groin. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And then the front of the hips, across, across. And then the tail, clearing out that little nook there, the tail. And then lower back muscles on either side. And then, like we're doing a Tai Chi squat, the butt back, sink, sweep the hands down the outside of the legs, around to the inside, come all the way up, hands up past the groin to the belly button. We do that twice more. Groin area, hip flexors, tail, lower back, outer leg channels, around to the inner leg channels, up to the navel. One more time. Groin, hip flexors, tail, lower back, and sweep, outer, inner belly button. And then finally, outer arm all the way up over the shoulder. Turn that arm palm up, sweep down and off. We repeat that on the same arm. Outer arm over the shoulder, inner arm off. Outer, inner. Outer, inner. Two more. And switch arms. Outer, turn, inner and off. Outer, inner. Outer, over the shoulder, off. And finally, wing, roll, fold, settle. Seal the practice, the closing, center of palm. Here's the belly button, right on top of the belly button, and then this hand over top. And thank you, everybody. Great job. If there are any questions, feel free to unmute.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good to see you, Marjan. Hopefully I'll see some of you guys tomorrow at the Presbyterian Church there in Oakland. We've got the in-person Tai Chi. And yeah, if there are any other questions or issues, feel free to unmute and ask.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy. Good seeing you.
Good seeing you too.
Yeah.